No, not to that extent. Just footing. Guys being a little bit slower, and then the pass rush. Dealing with that while trying to go through reads and stuff was difficult. But I think sort of helped out the run game, and we were able to get some real good runs in. And but just footing in general, and then late in the game, felt like the snow started to melt a little bit, so the ball just became a little bit more slick. And yeah.
I know you guys didn't throw a lot, but what's your perspective on, the first pass goes to George, and then he doesn't have any other catches the rest of the game, and then just how the defense is reacting, or how do you explain that?
No, I thought we had some good plays drawn up. It's just tough with the conditions. We're running the ball so well, and then when we did have the opportunities to throw balls, like the reads just didn't get me to George and within the play. So it's just sort of how it went. But obviously, we'd love to get George the ball as many times as we can, and it sucks that we didn't. So.
You mentioned some of the success you had with the run. Christian looked like himself, or closer to himself tonight just in the beginning. He gets an 18-yard run that almost for a touchdown, and then he's hurt. What kind of hit was that to take in the team in terms of morale?
Yeah, obviously we all saw what he was doing, and he was on fire, man. He looked great, hitting the holes hard, and bouncing off guys and making some really explosive plays, and that's huge. And so obviously when you lose a guy like Christian, it sucks. And so hopefully we can get him back soon. And but I thought JP and Isaac came in and did a good job too. So, but yeah, it sucks. He's one of the best running backs in the league, and when you lose him like that, I think it takes away just sort of how we do some things within the offense. But it sucks.
Did you show that you had a shoulder loose?
Can you say it again?
Did you keep your shoulder loose in the conditions? How did it feel?
No, arm felt good. Obviously it was cold and stuff. So if any other game that I played in my career and it was cold out, I'd have to do a little bit more warming up and stuff like that. So.
These last 2 weeks have obviously been really decisive losses. How does that affect the mood?
Coming out to games and being the enforcers and the dominators. So to have 2 games like this back to back late in the season, and it sucks. But for us, man, it's got to be next game up, and we can't be down in the dumps, man, because we still have an opportunity in front of us. So.
How expected you guys to be 5-7 at this point? How do you sort of wrap your head around how you've gotten yourself in this position?
Yeah, it sucks. All the games that we've been in outside the last 2, every drive matters. Every time you touch the ball matters, and finishing close games matters. And so now here we are, 5-7. That's just the reality of it. That's the NFL. But we got to man up and do something about it. And we have the right guys in the locker room to do that. I know that. I have faith in that. And it starts with myself too. Like I gotta do my job better. So everybody just has to be accountable for it. And we got to come together at this time of the year and make it happen.
Kyle on Monday was asked about sort of the state of the division and where you guys stand, and said it feels like every game's a must win now in the position you were in. And now after losing again, Seattle obviously won today. How do you view these next 5 games? Where's the urgency? Where's the state of as you look ahead and try to make it work?
For sure. Every game's got to be must win for us. We don't have any room clearly if we want to make the playoffs and get ahead and do the thing that we've set out to do before the season, man. Every win's got to be a must win, and so that's plain as day, and we all know that. So, like I said, we all just got to be accountable and grow from it. And we don't have a lot of room for error right now. We got to go. So.
Last one. How odd does it feel not having Trent Williams, not having Nick Bosa, no VA, Caffrey? What is it like when you're on the field in the locker room?
Obviously those are some guys that have a lot of credibility with their careers and stuff and what they've done and are the best of the best. And so when you don't have those guys around, just their presence and stuff, you can feel that it's not there. And so yeah, it stinks. But at the same time, like we do have guys, it's the NFL, that can step in and do their job and do it well. And so like I said, man, we gotta grow up here. We gotta grow together. And even though we don't have those kind of guys, man, we can still get it done, and I believe it. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brett. First of all, you obviously came in the locker room, went back out. Cramps, we were told.
Yeah, my forearms just seized up. I don't know what happened. It was a freak thing. Obviously wanted to be able to get out there as quick as possible. Yeah. Yeah, both my forearms started cramping, just kind of seized up. It was a freak thing. It's never. Yeah, just got an IV and went back in. Yeah, I came in the locker room. I seen it happen right on the screen as soon as I came in. demoralizing. Yeah, I mean, it was. I feel like I left, let my team down obviously by going in, and then that happened. So we just had to try to stand up and go again.
What's your perspective on the Josh Allen that weird Cooper play? And I mean, it's a superhuman type thing. One of those Josh. I mean, it doesn't make you feel any better, but it's just a wacky play. How do you defend it? What happened on it?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a design or if they, he just threw it out to Coop and then ran over there and they were just on the same page. But we just got to find a way to just get him down and live another down.
Does the weather conditions augment what a Josh Allen can do to a defense in terms of his ability to improvise and all that kind of stuff?
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to improvise no matter the weather, whether it's sunny or snowing. He's going to do what he does.
After that play, I saw you spending your hands on your hips, sort of staring at him for several seconds. Was it just sort of frustration, like of all the crazy things for that now to happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's just frustration at that point. I don't know what the score was after he made that touchdown, but I mean, at that point, we need to hold him to 3 at the most, and we just couldn't stop their offense at all.
When you get 5-7, it's December now. Like, how do you digest this one in terms of where you guys stand?
Just watch it, go back home, get a win.
What were the conditions like? How would you describe? I'm not saying an excuse at all. Both teams obviously played like that, but it was very different than a regular game without snow, traction problems. What was it like playing those conditions?
Yeah, I mean, it was just snowing, cold, snow on the ground. Had to make sure your footing was right. That was it.
How challenging is it? We've talked about some frustrating losses. How challenging is it for you to get back to work and find it's something else that you could work, or something else to focus in on, or just maybe a new perspective?
I don't think it's that difficult at all. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're as desperate as they come to try to just get a win. Like, so I'm down for whatever. Like, I just want to win. I could care less about anything else. So whatever they need me to do, whatever we need the team to do, like, let's just do that and let's get one win.
And is it even more difficult when you have whatever it was, 5 starters out for this game, and what happened to Christian?
I mean, obviously that's going to always make it harder. But at the end of the day, like, we have 11 guys going out there who are NFL players. Like, let's play together and let's find a way to make it work.
All right.
Oh, is it?
Normally it's up there.
Is this for short people? Howdy.
How would you describe those conditions? What it was like to play?
Snowstorms are fun. It's a very sticky type of snow. I think you guys saw everyone clicking their heels like Dorothy out there the entire game. It was one of the weirder environments I've played in. Stadium itself, I had a great time. Fantastic fan base. I think I had 23 snowballs fly past my head. No one hit though, so I was pretty excited. I saw multiple people get smoked in the face. That was pretty funny. Besides that, I mean, they played on the same surface as we did, so they just took advantage of it and we didn't.
How frustrating was it when Christian left and it seemed like
Well, I think Christian left, and then I saw Fred run into the locker room. So when you lose 2 guys like that back to back, it's not a very fun thing, especially because Bosa and Trent are not here either. So yes, it's not a great feeling, but I mean, it's football. Like, people go down, and we've had seasons where plenty of people have gone down, and you need someone to step up, and that's what we need. We continually need guys to step up, and whether it's starters and players that we have that are already doing that, or new guys who are getting into the rotation. We're in the NFL for a reason. Like, all these guys have belonged in the NFL, and they have the playmaking abilities, and that's on all of us.
you got a pass on the first play
I did.
and you didn't catch another pass the remainder.
I did not.
Well, any explanation on why you did not?
No. I do not have an explanation. I think I ran like 6 more routes the rest of the day. Could be a combination of that, but no idea.
Nothing they were doing to you?
Oh, goodness gracious, no. No, I didn't feel that. I felt pretty open multiple times. It is what it is.
You guys were running the ball well to begin the game.
That we were.
Ran the ball well the whole game. I mean, was that thinking early on that you would be able to keep pace with the Bills because the run game was effective?
I think our goal was to run the heck out of the football, keep Josh Allen off the field, And I think we did a really good job of that, but you have to score points. I mean, we had 3, and then we had an opportunity to have 6 or 9 or whatever it was. You know, we got to score on touchdowns in the red zone. That's how you stay in these big in the games where it's really good offenses, and we didn't do that early on. You know, I think a 55-yard kick in the blizzard, that's tough. You know, I definitely believe Jay can make that stuff. You know, we're leaving points out there, and then all of a sudden, hey, we get lapped. We leave points out there with a turnover. What do we have, 3 turnovers again? It's hard to win football games when we're not scoring in the red zone. You turn the ball over. Like,
You guys, your rushing attack and their rushing attack have an advantage in this game because of the conditions. Is it easier for you guys to do that? It's harder for the defense.
you know, I think I really liked our game plan this week with the run game, how we were doing some stuff and just like all of our downhill runs, because there was not really any cutting ability out there. I mean, like maybe I think you saw Cook, he definitely put his foot down on one, you know, he got the edge on it, but like there was no lateral, like you weren't seeing Josh Jacobs moves out there where he's going, you know, sideways. So just like getting downhill as quickly as possible. So like I don't think we were in any outside zone basically the entire day, because you just can't get width and then get downhill. So you know, I thought I said our run game plan I thought was really efficient. And then we had a couple things that got us behind the chains, which was tough. But overall, I thought we ran the ball really well. I have no idea what. Yes, sir.
Part of this, obviously.
Yep.
But when Christian finally looks like himself again, those first 5 or 6 runs,
Yeah.
he gets hurt, and you're dealing with a blizzard, as you said. Does it feel like, okay, what's next? It like things keep sort of piling up.
Is that pun intended? Like snow piling?
Yeah, the weapons.
Felt it very intended. You know what? Football's tough, man. Like stuff happens, and you're either gonna let it like beat you down into an oblivion, and you're just gonna give up, or you're gonna continue to go out there and swing and fight every single day that you have. And what's crazy is, you know, we only have so many opportunities left, but we're technically not out of the playoffs or anything like that. And while it feels dark and gloomy and absolutely probably depressing, honestly, I'll feel that probably in a couple hours. But technically, we still went out. And I do have the faith that we can do that. I really do. I mean, I still have faith in this coaching staff. I still have faith in the players around me. I still have Brock Purdy out there, Deebo Samuel. You know, Juwan's playing a hell of a season, and just looking forward to getting back out there. I mean, the only way to make this feel better is go take advantage of next week and try to get a win.
No one thought you guys would be 5 and 7 at this point. How do you explain the way things have gone this year?
I would agree with you, Grant. I don't think anyone thought that we were going to be 5 and 7. No. How would I explain it? I feel like we've been very, very below average in the red zone, and we have a ton of turnovers. And I think that's really, and I don't think our run attack has been very great this entire season until tonight. I think we're moving the ball really well. And whether that's because, you know, Christian was out the first 9 weeks, I know he was a big part of our offense, and we had to change a lot of stuff, you know, because we couldn't have him in, even though JP Mason was running really well. It's just, there's not really any excuse. Like, I just think we need to play better as an offense. I mean, and that's just is what it is. And I don't have an answer that's going to figure that out. I do know that you're going to get the best version of me every single week, and I'm going to try to pull this team along as best I can. And there's guys in that locker room that want to pull this team along, and we're going to go back out there and fight again. And while that absolutely sucked, hey, man, it's football. You got to move on to the next one.
What do you and the other leaders in the team have to do for this team?
Tracy, I love your hat. It's a
Thank you.
massive fur ball on top. Goodness gracious. Also, congrats on Michigan.
Thank you.
That was probably the best day of your life.
It was pretty good.
That was probably pretty fun. And shout out Will Compton, Nebraska, for blowing it. There's some fun things that happened this weekend. I'm sorry, you asked me what do we have to do. Let's see, what do we have to do? No, Coach Shanahan used this quote, I don't know, I think it was like 2018 maybe, and he said, you guys remember Tropic Thunder, where there's like a bear gets released in the gym and everyone starts to freak out and panic? Everybody panic. While I don't think there's a bear in the building, it's just like, hey, no one needs to panic. All we have to do is go out there, do your job, work really hard, and just get a little bit better and take advantage of the opportunity next Sunday. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Semi-pro, what did I say, Tropic Thunder? Fantastic movie too, but semi-pro, thank you.
Did you duck any of the